All right, so you're thinking about getting into kayaking, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, it's a great way to enjoy the outdoors.
It is, and it seems like everyone's doing it these days.
Yeah, for sure. It's really taken off.
But choosing a kayak can be a little overwhelming.
Especially if you're just starting out.
There are so many different types and models to choose from.
Yeah, you don't know where to even begin.
Exactly. So today we're doing a deep dive into one specific kayak.
The Lifetime Kenai 103 Sit-On-Top Kayak.
We've got a really detailed overview here, and we're going to break down all the specs and features.
So you can decide if it's the right kayak for you.
Exactly. So let's jump right in.
Sounds good.
First things first, the material.
Right.
This kayak is made from something called high-density polyethylene.
HDPE.
HDPE. Okay. So that sounds pretty tough.
Oh, it is. It's super durable.
But what does that actually mean for someone who's going to be out on the water, paddling around?
Well, it means this kayak can take a beating.
Okay.
It's impact resistant. It's abrasion resistant.
So like if I hit a rock or something?
Exactly. It's not going to crack or break easily.
It's good to know.
And it's also UV protected.
So it won't fade in the sun?
Nope. It'll keep its color for years.
That's awesome because I really like this bright yellow color.
Yeah, it's a good one. It's very visible on the water, too.
Oh, that's a good point for safety.
Exactly.
So this kayak is built to last.
Absolutely.
I like that.
Okay.
Okay, so moving on to size.
Okay.
This kayak is 10 feet 3 inches long.
Yeah, that's a good length for beginners.
Okay. Is that considered big for a kayak?
It's kind of middle of the road, not too big, not too small.
So it's easy to handle.
Exactly. It's
Okay.
maneuverable, but it's also stable in the water.
Okay, and speaking of handling, the source says it's lightweight,
It is relatively lightweight.
but it also gives the actual weight, which is 50 pounds.
Right.
So for someone like me who might be kayaking solo sometimes, is that something I could realistically carry?
Yeah, 50 pounds is manageable for most people,
Okay.
especially if you use a kayak cart.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah, it makes transporting it a breeze.
Okay, so you just wheel it down to the water,
Exactly.
and then you're good to go.
Yeah.
All right, so we talked about the length. Now let's talk about the width,
Okay.
because I'm always a little worried about tipping over. I don't have the best balance.
Yeah, I get that.
So does the width of the kayak affect how stable it feels?
Absolutely. The wider the kayak, the more stable it's going to be.
Okay.
And the Kenai 103 is about 30 inches wide,
Okay.
which is a good balance between stability and maneuverability.
So I won't feel like I'm going to tip it.
Exactly. You'll feel nice and secure.
But I'll still be able to turn.
Yeah, you'll be able to maneuver it easily.
Okay, good to know. And the source mentions it has a stable, flat bottom,
Right.
which, again, sounds good for stability, but does that mean it's going to be slow?
Not necessarily.
All right.
The flat bottom does contribute to stability,
Right.
but the Kenai 103 also has these features called tracking channels.
Trekking channels.
Yeah, they're like grooves on the bottom of the kayak,
Okay.
and they help it move straight through the water.
Oh, okay, so it tracks well.
Exactly.
So I won't be zigzagging all over the place.
Nope. It'll help you stay on course.
That's good. And then there are also chine rails.
Yes, those are angled edges along the sides of the kayak.
Okay, and what do those do?
They make it easier to turn.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
so it's like a combination of stability and maneuverability.
Exactly. You get the best of both worlds.
That's awesome. Okay, so we've talked about how it moves through the water.
Right.
Now let's talk about how much it can carry,
Okay.
the weight capacity.
Right.
The source says it can hold 275 pounds.
That's correct.
Is that enough for like a weekend camping trip?
Definitely 275 pounds is plenty for most paddlers.
Okay.
Plus your gear, your food, your water.
And maybe a cooler full of drinks.
Yeah, you could even bring a small dog along.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah.
Okay, so far so good. This kayak sounds pretty great.
That's a good one.
All right, let's move on to comfort.
Okay.
Because you know you're going to be sitting in this thing for a while.
Right.
So the source mentions an adjustable seat and an adjustable backrest.
Uh-huh.
But do those features really make a difference out on the water?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Especially if you're planning on doing longer trips.
Why?
Being able to adjust your seat and backrest
Uh-huh.
can make all the difference in terms of comfort.
Makes sense.
And it can help prevent back pain, too.
Oh, that's important.
Yeah, you don't want to be all stiff and sore after a day of paddling.
Exactly. Okay. And the source also mentions adjustable footrests,
Right.
which is important to me because I have short legs.
I hear that.
So will I have trouble finding a comfortable position?
Not at all. The Kenai 103 has multiple footrest positions.
Okay.
So you'll be able to find a good fit regardless of your leg length.
Okay, that's a relief because I've been in kayaks before where my legs were just crammed up.
Yeah, that's not fun.
Not comfortable at all.
Okay.
All right, so comfort is key.
Definitely.
And speaking of key storage,
Right.
you got to have space for all your stuff,
Absolutely.
especially on those longer paddling trips.
Yeah, you need room for your gear, your snacks, your drinks.
Sunscreen, extra layers, all that good stuff.
Exactly.
So tell me about the storage options on this kayak.
Well, the Kenai 103 has two main storage areas.
Okay.
There's a tank well in the front
Okay.
and a storage well in the back.
All right, so one at each end.
Yep. And both are secured with bungee cords.
Oh, okay, so my stuff won't be flying out.
Nope. Everything will stay safe and secure, even if you hit some rough water.
That's reassuring because I'd hate to lose my snacks to the depths.
Yeah, nobody wants that.
All right, so storage is covered.
Yep.
Now, I have a question about one of the features mentioned in the source.
Okay.
It's called a paddle keeper.
Ah, yes.
I have no idea what that is.
It's a simple but very handy feature.
Okay.
It's basically a clip or a slot where you can secure your paddle when you're not using it.
Oh, okay.
So like if you're taking pictures or having a snack,
Right.
you can just clip your paddle to the kayak.
You don't have to worry about it drifting away.
Exactly.
That's clever. I like that.
Yeah, it's a nice little touch.
All right, and then there's something called scupper holes.
Right.
What are those for?
So scupper holes are small holes in the deck of the kayak,
Okay.
and they allow water to drain out.
Oh, okay, so it doesn't get all swampy in there.
Exactly. Keeps the kayak dry.
That's good, because I don't want to be sitting in a puddle.
Nobody does.
All right, one last thing before we wrap up.
Okay.
The source mentions that the Kenai 103 is fishing ready.
Right?
So does that mean it comes with fishing rods?
Haha, no, it doesn't come with fishing rods,
Okay.
but it's compatible with fishing rod holders
Okay.
and other accessories.
So you can customize it?
Exactly. You can
Yeah.
turn it into a fishing kayak.
That's cool. Okay. So we've covered a lot about the Kenai 103.
We have.
It's durable, it's stable, it's comfortable, it's got storage.
And it's fishing ready.
Yeah, it sounds like a really solid choice for someone new to kayaking.
I agree.
But is it the right kayak for absolutely everyone?
Probably not.
Okay.
It's designed for recreational paddling on calm waters.
So like lakes and slow-moving rivers.
Exactly.
Okay, so not for whitewater rafting.
No, definitely not for whitewater.
That's a whole different beast.
It is.
All right, so this kayak is perfect for someone who wants to enjoy a relaxing paddle on a calm lake.
Yeah, maybe do some fishing.
Have a picnic?
Exactly. Just enjoy the scenery.
Sounds perfect.
It does.
Well, after this deep dive, I think we're all basically Kenai 103 experts now. You know all the ins and outs.
All the specs, all the features.
So you can decide if it's the right kayak for you.
Exactly.
But here's a thought to paddle away with.
Okay.
If this kayak is designed for calm waters, what kind of crazy kayaks are out there for those who brave rough seas and whitewater rapids?
Oh, that's a good question.
I'm kind of curious now.
Me too.
Maybe that's something we can explore at a future deep dive.
Sounds good to me.
All right, thanks for joining us,
Thanks for having me.
and happy paddling.
See you next time.